Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be selling a big chunk of my squad because I have spent a ton of MT here over the past couple weeks, and I need to make most of it back if possible because I think my team is getting, my MT stack is getting dangerously low, I'm going to be honest, and I got to make sure that I make this MT last. So before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. We'd really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. So I have been upgrading my team a good bit recently, and this is what my squad was looking like as of, I'm recording this first part on Tuesday. Y'all will see this video on Wednesday, but as of last night, this is what my team has been looking like. I have decided though that I think I need to sell a bunch of these cards. The reason that I picked up a bunch of these cards, to be fair, was because I had a wager with my guy Lou for Hot Chip. Unfortunately, I lost the wager, so I'm going to have to eat a Hot Chip here in the next couple of days, which I will be doing on stream. Y'all will get to see that as well, which should be good entertainment. But that being said, I don't feel the need to keep this many auctionable cards, especially expensive auctionable cards, in my collection. You know what I mean? And honestly, like, my team is definitely really good when I look at when it looks like this. But I feel like selling Giannis, Tim, Paul George, Wemby even probably is a good idea. You know what I mean? Because I can replace those guys, still have a solid enough squad to win the majority of my games online and things of that nature, and still do well without having to spend all my MT. Because at the end of the day, I know I still have 3.7 million MT left, but that is just not a lot of MT in the scheme of this game with the cost of the way cards are and stuff. So I think for the time being, the smartest decision to make is to go ahead and sell. So that is exactly what we are going to do in this video. I'm going to be selling all four of those cards: Paul George, Giannis, Tim Duncan, and Wemby. I am going to hold on to Shea because he's my primary ball handler offensively. I do think he is worth keeping. But the other four cards I am going to be selling in this video. And keep in mind, these are very badged versions of these cards. Like, Paul George has 16 legend badges, and they're all good legends. He's got like every single good legend badge, pretty much, that you would want on a shooting guard. Giannis has all 40 legends. He is a 40 legend, absolutely souped, max Giannis, like the best Giannis you can have. Wemby, same thing, 40 legends, the absolute max Wemby you can have, incredibly souped. And then Tim Duncan, not maxed, but very good as well. A lot of good legends: box ubbies, break starter, brick wall, immovable, interceptor, lightning launch, limitless, off ball, pest, paint patroller, pogo stick, post lockdown, rebound chaser, rise up, set shot. Again, all of these cards are extremely souped. And then the thing is, I hope I'm able to make, like, I don't know, 10 plus million MT on selling these cards realistically. Like, but the honest truth is my team can still be pretty good without them. Like, my replacement for Paul George, for example, Brandon Ingram. That's not a bad replacement. My replacement for Giannis, I guess, is Andre Kirilenko for the time being, who is still a very good card with an awesome no-dip jumper and things like that. My replacement for Tim Duncan, I guess, realistically, is currently, I think Chris Bosh is still my best replacement for him. So not exactly ideal there, but I can still put Paulo at my backup 4. I can put Embiid at my backup 5. So it's like, again, is my team perfect now? No. But it's still a very good squad, and I still feel like it's the type of team that you can definitely go out there and compete with at a high level still. So I'm not really super concerned about my squad still. I feel like it's going to be just fine, honestly. Even with those cards gone, we'll still be able to win the vast majority of our games online. And you know what? If we lose a couple more games because we don't have the best team possible, like, it is what it is. There's likely going to be a new festival soon anyway with the 100 overalls that are dropping this season. The other reason really that I'm selling is because these cards are likely to drop in value here over the next couple weeks with the amount of 100 overall cards we're getting. I mean, again, we got 3 100 overalls and how many 3 100 overall NBA players and 6 dark matter players last week. We got another 100 overall and 2 more dark matters today with this Tuesday content. If we're getting 4 100 overall players and 8 dark matter cards each week, or 4, it's more cards than that technically, but 4 100 overall NBA players and 8 dark matter NBA players on a weekly basis throughout this season, the cards that I have right now are going to eventually get more and more good options that are comparable. And so I'm thinking realistically there's a lot of MT to be made by selling these 4 players right now. And I know I know that it's only 4 cards to sell, but with the amount that these cards could sell for, I think there's a very good chance we're going to be back at, I mean, I would hope somewhere like 13 to 15 million MT. Wemby, there's not a single one on the auction house. I'm going to throw it for 24 hours. 40 legend badges hopefully sells for a ton. Giannis, there's only 2 up on the auction house. And again, this one's at 10 hours, so we're going to throw it up for 24 hours as well. with Giannis. Tim Duncan has gotten more expensive, it seems like, recently as well. Although there is a Tim Duncan ending, I guess, within an hour of my Tim ED. But we'll still probably throw him up as well, though I may wait a little bit longer to throw him up. And then Paul George is, I mean, there's 800 KMT with 8 hours left right now. I paid 900 KMT for this one with 16 Legends. So I'm actually thinking there's a decent chance we make some profit on some of these cards as well. But realistically, let's do the math. If Giannis sells for close to 3 million MT, we'll say 2.5 after tax. And then Tim Duncan sells for over a mil after tax, that's 3.5. And then Wemby sells for 6 million MT, so we'll say 5.5 after tax. We're looking at 9 million MT right there. I mean, I think 10 million MT is very reasonable between these 4 cards after tax, which would put me close to 14 million MT. So that is kind of my hope, is that we wind up still with a ton of MT after selling these cards. And yes, I'd like to hold on to them, but again, I'm just realistically aware that we're going to be getting a lot of 100 overall cards here in the near future. And the meta in the month in terms of the cards that are in the game and then the pool are going to be a lot different than the cards that are now, especially considering, I mean, Paul George has released on normal. Tim Duncan has released on very quick, but it's not an incredible jumper. Same thing with Giannis. Wemby has a shot on quick, but again, we're going to start to get Park Sigs. We're going to start to get better animations. All that type of stuff is going to be coming over the next month or two. More and more cards with changed animations and things like that, and upgraded options. And I just think realistically, it's worth sacrificing my team right now in the short term to make a lot of MT in the future. So that is the logic behind doing this, and I'm going to throw up, obviously, Giannis and Wemby and Paul George, all of whom don't have any cards ending anytime close to them. We'll throw them up for 24 hours, and then I guess it is over an hour gap till Tim Duncan. You know what? We'll throw Tim Duncan up for 24 hours as well. It's not as big of a gap as I would like, but it'll be fine still. And there you go. These 4 guys, 4 of my best cards for sure, are going up on the auction house. But again, it's not like our team sucks right now. You know what I mean? I still think this team is definitely good enough to win the majority of online games. Still a well-rounded, super solid squad. So it's not like I'm super duper stressed or concerned about this. But it's definitely sacrificing the team in the short term for, again, the long-term health of this account and the ability to just have MT flexibility throughout the rest of this year. Because, again, we still have all of March, all of April, all of May, all of June, and all of July pretty much until we stop getting content. That's 5 more months. I want to maintain my MT flexibility as long as possible, and I don't want to be spending money into the game. So I'm okay with sacrificing having like the best team in the game right now for that. That being said, it's good to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. I will be back, I guess, in 20. That's that for the first part anyway. We'll be back in 24 hours to see how much these cards sell for. Fingers crossed it's a lot, man. That being said, I will see y'all in 24 hours. All right. It's been 24 hours. Let's see if we got lucky or not. I'm honestly sitting here. I'll say this. I think I'm going to regret selling that Wemby because I did check the price of these cards with about 15 minutes left, and Wemby was only at like 4.7 mil. So I paid 6 for him. If I only get like 4.7, that would be disappointing. The rest of the cards looked like we're selling for about what I would expect. So let's see what the final outcome is going to be. And okay, he went up slightly. You know, that's I don't know. I might regret selling that card. He would have been fun to hold on to for a while. And I think realistically, I would have had a lot of MT without selling him. Maybe next time I don't sell Wemby. Maybe I'll try to buy one back. I don't know. I lost a good amount of MT buying Wemby and then selling him back. But you know what? It is what it is. Oh well, we live. I didn't really need the rest of these cards that badly, to be honest. As good as Giannis is, I think there will be other small forwards that are fine options very soon. And his price is only going to continue to drop, I would think, over time. Honestly, that's true for all these guys overall. But and as we get better and better cards, I don't think I'm going to wind up regretting this decision too much. But realistically, let's see. How much MT are we actually at here after selling all of these cards? It looks like a little over 12 million. Yep, 12.2 million MT. Definitely down a chunk for sure, considering I think when I initially bought Shea, I had like 13 point something. So lost some MT, having bought and then sold all those cards back. But you know what? It is what it is. We still have plenty of MT. The squad isn't insane, but it's good still. Definitely a squad that's definitely capable of going out there and competing at a high level. And realistically, I feel like the market's almost at a little bit of a high right now after All-Star break, so I think cards are going to continue to probably drop in price as we get better 100 overalls and stuff like that here over the next few weeks, because we're going to start to see a lot of 100 overalls and packs and things like that, and I think that is going to create a market drop, and I want to have my MT prepared so that if they drop, like, for example, if they drop it to Dikembe Mutombo or Ralph Sampson or somebody like that, I want to be able to go get that card. Whoever the next guy who's like the must-have type card is, I kind of wish I'd kept Wemby, though. I will say, he's the one card that I'm like, I could could have sold all the other ones and still had 7 point something million MT and kept Wemby. But you know what? It is what it is. We have a lot of MT. We want to be prepared for the rest of the year. I lost some MT buying those cards and selling them back up to the wager. Whatever. It is what it is. Nonetheless, at least we got a good chunk of our MT back. We still have a ton of MT on the account. I'm currently going through and selling a bunch of other stuff as well. I still have like lots of jerseys and arenas and things like that to go through and sell some gold, a bunch of gold players and stuff like that. So we'll continue to add to the MT stack as well. But with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. Hope you all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.